All right, so here we are inside in a pretty big storm. It's rained 3/4 of an inch so far. It's Monday. Luckily, we got the whole roof tar papered on Saturday. And then I went through and put this plastic on the windows, the doors, and actually this wall. It tends to predominantly, when it rains, the wind blows it this way, so I wanted to cover that whole wall, but it was impractical to cover all the walls like that. So we're looking good. You can see no drips or anything. It's kind of a good test of the roof underlayment too. So yeah, let me go ahead and I'll show you outside. So this is my little corner point of entry. I put it down on the bottom. I'm gonna put some wood over it again. That's not the most reliable thing, but otherwise I staple it up tight and I have no way of getting in to check on anything. So you can see it's dumping. We're under the deck. The deck is all plasticed up. It's hard to get out there, so I have to go up a ladder to show you, but I'll take a few steps back and show you. So, come over here. I mean, you can see the ground is just sopping. But that's the wall that I was a little concerned about, especially too because the rain comes off the roof, and if it got behind and underneath this plastic on the deck, I could really make a mess. So you see that water's running right off there, which is good. I got these doors buttoned up. Actually, I'm gonna add a little bit more weight to the bottom of that one because that one did blow around. We had some strong wind overnight. Yeah, so let me shoot some weight on the bottom of that, and then I'll give you a shot of the roof tar paper, how I'm keeping everything dry. Otherwise, the damage would be hard to even calculate. All right, so now that I threw some weight down, ladders and everything, ladders, wood, everything, I'll pretty much hold those down. If I wanted to, I can go grab some bricks, but I think it's gonna be pretty good. This plastic is the Husky concrete foundation underlayment, you know, like a slab vapor barrier. Visqueen, you may say, but it's Husky brand. Much thicker, much stronger, warranty for life. This just happens to be the exact amount I had left over from the 50 by 40. And then all the white is just the Lowe's 6 mil plastic sheeting. Comes in a roll of 20 by 100 feet. It's about $90. So one roll did all these windows and doors. Matter of fact, it's really just one roll on the whole thing. That's one complete roll. Everything I did: windows, doors, the deck, the one wall. And so I got the shingles there. I'm not approved to put the shingles on yet. I've got to get my roof decking is past inspection, but the I got some little bit of editing to do on some of the shear walls and some clarification. So he specifically told me, do not put the heavy stuff on the roof, the shingles and the tile. But hey, at least I get the roof paper. You can see it's all rolled out. We overlapped the edges a little bit extra, so that'll get trimmed off later, but thought, hey, we got a little extra on the roll. Don't cut it off yet. Just tack it into the fascia right there. So not a drop inside under the roof, a little bit at the windows, but like very minimal, to the point where, you know, this plastic isn't really intended to make it livable. It's more intended to prevent damage to the plywood and to the 2x6s and to everything. So there's probably a lot of different ways to do it, but for me, this is what's working, because tomorrow, once it dries out, I can jump right back onto work and not have to pull a ton of plastic off the building. And also, I didn't have to spend $500 on plastic just to make it through one storm. The weather's pretty predictable here. We'll probably be good for at least another week or two with no rain. So by then, I hope to have the whole house wrapped, permanent wrapped, waterproof wrapping. And so that's it. Hopefully, you know, one thing I was actually going to say is, at first, I stapled the plastic directly, and it was ripping right back off in the wind. So now what I've done is I did a border of cardboard. Those are actually the drywall shims. So even better to use actual wood, but I used you know, a whole bunch of drywall shims to do the corners, and we had nasty wind. It woke us up out of bed and everything. So those drywall shims are approved in my book. Now they may not be approved for the next time they get wet, but by then I expect them to be gone, and I'm going to be windows and everything. So there you go.